Welcome back to another episode of Just a Bet Outside, and we got a fun one for you today. We are going to have some NBA debates, and there's nothing better than that. You're all going to see why I'm much smarter than these three guys. That's definitely happening today. We're going to go over our starting five that we're all going to pick. If we had a team for 5 years, these are the starting five we'd pick, plus a sixth man. We're going to give out some predictions, who's going to win the title, some sleeper teams. It's going to be a lot of fun. We invited a couple knuckleheads with us. It's Tyler and Torian, so you might see a couple new faces today. So, anyways, other than that, we got the best bets NFL video coming out Friday morning, like usual. So be sure to look out for that. And yeah, leave a comment after this video. Let us know whose team you like or who is the smartest, even though we already know that answer. So, anyways, gentlemen, are we ready to roll or what?
Yeah, let's do this.
Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, let's dive in. So this is the starting five that we all pick. And it's going to be for the next 5 years. So obviously age matters. You can take injury history and all that into effect, but as of now, everyone's healthy. So let's start out with Torian's team.
All right, so at a point guard, I have Stephen Curry. I mean, he's a little bit older in age, but he's a good point guard. I mean, he's 10th in the league in points per game. His assists, he's 15th in the league. He averages his career overall points is 47 point. His field goal percentage is 47.3. I mean, he's got a 2-to-1 ratio in assists to turnovers, and I mean, so that's not a bad assist. And then I picked LaMelo Ball as my shooting guard, even though he's traditionally the point guard for the Hornets. But with his length, it makes him a much better defender. And he's also a good distributor, which gives him, I mean, the people I have around him are going to be huge assets to him. Even his assist ratio is still a 2-to-1 turnover ratio, but he's only been in the league a couple of years, and he's already got over 200 steals and over 800 assists in just a small amount of time he's been there. I picked Jason Tatum. He's an up on the rise player. You know, he's doing amazing things to what he does. He's 7th in the league in points. He's 29th in rebounds, 42nd in assists, but I don't expect him to assist very much. And he's got a 45.6 field goal percentage, decent 3-point percentage. His blocks are pretty good. His steals are 410. I mean, he's got a high turnover ratio at 770. But again, the two people that I have lined up with him are pretty spectacular. I have Giannis. Enough said. And then as my center, I have Jokic, MVP player. He's 6th in the league in points, 2nd in rebounds, 8th in assists, and this is at a center, and he's 1st in player efficiency. So, I mean, with that lineup, he also still got a 2-to-1 ratio in turnovers. Seems to be a pretty consistent thing amongst players. I mean, not many have better than that. But he's, for a center, he's got 1,337 assists. That's as a center. And then my sleeper, no, I'm sorry, his assist, I apologize, was 3,281. My sixth man, though, was Ja. And I picked him just because with Steph and LaMelo as my starting point and shooting guard, Ja coming in has a change of pace. He's a much more explosive player. So if things are kind of getting a little bit of a lull in the game, I can switch out Ja for Steph, or switch out Steph for Ja, and then have that explosion, go into the hole, drive into the basket, pick up, and he's averaging 27 just between 2021 to 2022. He's got 27.4 in points. He's a 6.7 in assist, and his player efficiency is 24.53. He's also got a 2-to-1 turnover ratio. So I think my lineup is a good transition of defense and offense with a mixture of athleticism and 3-point shooting.
Wow. Okay. Hey, I like all the stats. That's impressive. So you think it's good offensively and defensively? Is that what you're saying? You got kind of like a well-rounded team you put on the court right there?
I mean, Steph has 1,366 steals, and I mean that's, you wouldn't look at Steph and go, okay, he's going to poke the ball, but he's sneaky on defense. They used to have to hide him and have Clay guard the best player, but now Steph can handle his own against most point guards because they're usually his size at this point. But I think honestly, the mixture between Steph, LaMelo, Jason Tatum, Giannis, Jokic, and Ja, I think my team has that right combination of offense and defense between being able to sit court or drive straight to the hole and do what they want.
Right on. Okay, well, I'm gonna attack it for a second, and then we're gonna go to Tyler. But Steph Curry's old as hell.
Thank you.
For 5
Thank you.
years.
Yep.
Is he going to be good in 5 years or 4 years?
I mean, you got to think about this. Not Ray. Yeah, Ray Allen. He was with LeBron, old as hell. But all you needed from him at some points was just to hit the game-winning three, and I see Steph being able to do that better than Ray Allen did. So,
wow, that was a big statement. Wow,
Yeah.
wow. Ray Allen is the man at shooting. But no, you're done talking. It's my turn. LaMelo Ball. Okay, we don't know how good he's going to be. We really don't. He's played 1 year and he's like a friggin' teenager. So he's a stud. I'll say that. You did say he's athletic defensively. He doesn't play deep. He may have the ability to play defense, but he doesn't really play deep. But he might when he actually tries a little more. But like everybody in the NBA, nobody tries that hard on defense. So I have a lot to say about Tatum, but we have a lot of Tatums coming up, I believe. So I'm gonna hold off a little bit. I just will say this: he disappears sometimes. He's not consistent to me, at least from what I saw in the playoffs. But anyways, other than that, you can't go wrong with Giannis and Jokic. Those guys are studs. Tyler, what do you think?
With his setup, yeah, my biggest one was probably definitely Steph at his age, obviously. And then LaMelo, it's you nailed it on T. It's like you don't know what you're going to get out of him from years to come. You don't got 5 years left in Steph. He's going to be a shooter, but he ain't going to play defense in the next couple years. It's not my opinion there. I would rather have obviously Ja as a starter, but
yeah, no, I agree. At least you got the 6th man of Ja. That will help because you'll need him soon. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, he's going to come in.
Yeah. Ryan, what do you think?
I thought kind of the same way you guys did as far as Curry, but I don't know. Players nowadays are able to play longer, and you do need a lights out shooter towards the end of a game, end of a career type of thing. And he can definitely do that for probably a few more years in real life anyway. So I can't bash the Curry one too much. LaMelo Ball, there's a lot of other good shooting guards out there, and you're definitely missing one of the brightest future guys in the entire league. But I won't get into that too much right now. So you can't drop the ball on that one.
So really, he just needs to put Ja at the starter over Steph.
No. Ja as a 6 man's a great idea, and then later on, year 5, Ja starts. Steph comes off the bench hitting threes, not bad, but he's missing one key person, and I'll leave that out for now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just real quick, Torian, while we finish up, if you actually had this team and you're coaching this team, who handles the ball a lot? Because LaMelo is a point guard himself. He's not just a spot-up shooter.
I'd probably have LaMelo handle the ball more than Steph because Steph would do a lot of off-ball screens, and then LaMelo's ability to finesse the ball to where he wants would have Steph open all the time.
Okay. No, I like that answer. Steph off ball is ridiculous, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, that guy, when he sees a screen, he has like 15 different options on how he wants to go around it. He's legit. When you're that tiny and you get as many shots off as he does, there's a reason. He's a stud. So, okay, not bad, Torian. Not bad. Okay, let's move to Tyler's team. We're going to pull up his starting 5. Give it to us.
Here we go.
Right on. All right. So no judge here. I didn't go in too depth like Torian did on his stats, but my first starter, obviously, there I got Ja Morant. Coming out in this last couple seasons, he's just really showing some big improvement on this, taking over the game a little bit. Especially, he had the playoff series where he really stepped up. Seeing him come in and he jumped from being at 17 points a game, then now he's all the way to 27.4. Probably still could. He's still young enough, so there's going to be improvement, and especially I think he's going to learn to get that three-pointer down. His three-pointer percentage is only at 32.7. He doesn't take a lot of them in general, but I think that's something he's going to develop into his game moving into the future. He has his field goal percentage at 47.4. And the Grizzlies, I think, are just going to be getting better. They got a pretty good young core around him, so I see him really making some big improvements. My shooting guard I have is Devin Booker. I really just see this guy starting. He's going to turn into something special. I think he's already pretty much there. I mean, for the last 3 years, he's been able to put up 26, 25, and 26 again points per game. A little bit older than Ja, but I mean, a lot of basketball left I see in him. Still has room. I think he's going to improve on his three-pointer also. I mean, 35.7% as three-pointer. I think the biggest thing I would want to see out of him would probably be more of the facilitating, getting a little bit higher on those assists. Being at a 4.7 for his career. I can just see there's just so much room for these guys to improve. I'm gonna get bashed on this one from Bello, Jason Tatum. I really see this guy. He's, right now the NBA is so focused on Steph and LeBron still, and Giannis is right there too now. But I really see him being the guy that's going to be the face of the NBA in the next probably 5 to 10 years. I see him he's made a big jump. When he finally started to pack on some weight, kind of like what Giannis did. Giannis was skinny and tiny and couldn't really do anything, packed on some weight. And then next thing you know, he's starting to dominate a little bit more, do a little more bully ball. Tatum's obviously not going to be a bully like Giannis, but he's fast, athletic, he's big. He can shoot. He has a 38.3 3-point percentage. The thing he really needs to just focus on would be his distributing the ball and not turning the ball over. Those are kind of a big thing, but he's still young with time to grow. Giannis, I think we're going to see this guy a lot. Obviously, Torian already had him. This guy's just a freak. Then you can't go wrong with Jokic at center. I mean, 2-time MVP. I like my starting five is more. I want to just have fast athleticism. Put Jokic where he can also help distribute. We got guys cutting to the hoop. Jokic can hit the 3-pointer. He's not a bad shooter. And then just having other guys that can help facilitate a little bit. But I like to get a rebound, run down court. Fast break offense. Then this one, I've always been a Ben Simmons fan. Obviously, this little bit of a hiccup he's had lately. He is even though he didn't play, he ends up on the court. He's a guy you got to know is there, and you can't say that he's not one of the best defenders in the league. When he's healthy, everything's focused up. He is one of the best defenders in the league. He can guard anywhere. He can play any position on the court. His size and athleticism, I really think, helps to get that ball running down court, fast breaks, transition offense. So, but there's just that one. I know that one's people might bash on that, be like, well, he's not this and that anymore, just because of he wasn't happy in Philly. He had his, mental issues going on with him, and he was just not in a good place. Hopefully, being with the Nets, hopefully they can get some chemistry going, and he can get back out on the court and play, because I really enjoy watching him play.
Okay, not bad. Everyone's not bad. It's okay. I go first and I say a lot. So Ryan, I'm going to kick it to you first. What do you think?
Oh, me first? I got a couple things.
Yeah.
So once again, forgetting probably the most important player for the next 5 to 10 years coming up. I won't say who. You can kind of keep that a secret.
I agree. I think completely. I just I don't know if they're on something or what's happening.
Right.
But
And I don't even like the guy a whole bunch. Don't like his style, things like that. But he is the future. Jason Tatum over this guy, future-wise, not even close. But my list, here's my thing. I know you very well, obviously. Where is LeBron and Bronny's Jr.? Where's his son? I figured they would be on your list. You're all over LeBron James. I thought for sure those two guys were making your list easy, without a doubt.
It was
But
there.
No, not even there.
yeah, no, real quick, and maybe LeBron's grandson who's not born yet. I'm surprised he's not on
Yeah, I thought those were coming for sure, but no, just leave them completely off the list and abandon LeBron. I see you. Yep, you aren't a true LeBron fan. I knew it deep down.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. I'm not. No, he's just it's the age thing. If we were to do it just for the next year, maybe 2 years, but we said 5 to 10. Obviously, one thing that's never failed is Father Time, and it is coming. I mean, 37, 38 years old. It's a bummer, and I hate to see it. I don't like the idea of it that he might not be in the league someday. But
yeah, real quick question: if this is a team for just the next, say, 3 years, just 3, would you include LeBron?
Yes.
Okay.
No.
Absolutely.
He's 38, right? Yeah, I agree, Twain. He's 38, right? Okay.
37, 38, yeah, somewhere around right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I love me some LeBron too, but that's interesting. Torian, thoughts on this team?
My biggest one is his 6th man. Ben Simmons, aside from defense, what he's going to do in offense. The man can't shoot a 3 to save his life. He can't spread the court at all. So
he can't shoot anything.
He can't. He can't spread the court. So I've watched games where the defense completely sags off and just looks at him and goes, "Please do it.
Yeah.
Please give us the rebound." And
Yeah, I
so
agree.
unless Ben Simmons throwing, dinner serve alley-oops to himself off the backboard from his missed three,
It's doable.
he's an obsolete player on offense for the most part.
But I'm not trying
Yeah.
to
He's
run
one-dimensional.
but I'm not trying to run like an actual rundown setup offense. And if he did, he would be the one probably bringing the ball up when he's in. But my whole thing is I want to have fast transitions. I'm not keying on huge shooters about worrying about shooting a 3-ball. Mine is transition, hit the rebound, hustle down court, and make a play there.
Twos are
Okay.
better than threes.
Twos are better
Actually,
than threes.
reverse that.
Go ahead.
Threes are
Whatever,
better than twos.
whatever you want
Okay.
to do, Steph.
Well,
That's
twos
your-
are
that's
better
your
than
part of
threes
this.
if you miss your threes. No, I agree with the Ben Simmons thing. He's a stud going to the hole. Let's not forget about that. He is a stud. I think he needs to be a point guard on a team that can attack the rim and dish out. But let me just attack his team a little bit real quick.
There we
It's
go.
my turn. Let me say something good, and this is a stat that I just want you guys all to know because I was blown away when I saw this about John Morant. Do you know that since they started tracking this, and I don't remember the exact year, John Morant is the first guard to lead the NBA in paint scoring?
Wow.
I could
Think
see
about
that.
that
Yeah,
for a second.
wow.
That's
When you say it
impressive.
now, I mean,
Isn't that bonkers? Like, that just shows, like, he has only one thing on his mind, and he is going to attack the
Going to the
rim,
hole.
and it's going to be violent. I mean, violent for a skinny little guy. So I thought that was interesting. You can't go wrong with Jaw. He struggles defensively, but, I mean, I think a lot of these players we're naming struggle defensively, at least guard-wise.
yeah.
Devin Booker, he's good. I mean, I think he can create his own shot, and he is a good player. I worry that he kind of fades a little bit. Even in the playoffs last year, he's 9 for 31 combined in games 6 and 7 to get eliminated by the Dallas
Yeah.
Mavericks. So he can fade, but he's a good mid-range shooter. He's kind of Kobe-esque, not as
Yep.
good. So don't get me
Well,
wrong.
yeah,
But I mean,
yeah.
creating his own shot, and he has gotten better, so he's pretty good. He might be dating a Kardashian or something, or was. So that's a negative.
Oh no.
That's not
Yeah.
helping him at all.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
I'm going to take him off my list now.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, put Ben Simmons
What?
as shooting guard. He's a stud at shooting. Okay,
Yeah.
next. Okay, Jason Tatum. Are you guys on something?
No.
Did anybody else
No.
watch anything in the playoffs that I saw? This is a guy that completely disappeared and sucks going to the hole. Through contact, he just acts trying to get a foul call every time, and he does not finish through contact. That's a known fact that he cannot finish at the hole very well. Okay? He's inconsistent completely. He went 44 for 120 in the series against the Warriors. I saw him have games of 3 for 17, 6 for 18. The guy is just not consistent at all. Maybe if you're thinking in a few years you still think he's going to get there, don't get confused. The Celtics made it to the finals, like Ryan said, due to luck. Am I right, Ryan? Just
Yes.
to use your
Thank
words.
you.
On a
Thank you for
previous video,
supporting me. Yep.
on a previous video, because of other teams with injuries and stuff, okay? They had a full team roster. This was not the Jason Tatum show. Jaylen Brown is completely underrated and better defensively than Jason Tatum. Marcus Smart is maybe a top 2, top 3 guard in the NBA. They had a team. Their center, Williams. I mean, isn't it Williams? That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Robert Williams.
They have
Robert Williams.
he's a stud defensively. They're just a great team overall. So this is not the Tatum show. I don't understand. He took 651 3 balls last year.
Yeah, but didn't Tyler give out his
let that, no,
3-point
let that
percentage?
simmer.
Yeah, I gave up.
35% from 3-point range. Okay, what, average? When you're shooting 651 of them, you better be freaking good. My God. Anyways, he's a good player. He's overrated because he went to the finals. That's all I got to say. Does anybody have any rebuttal to that?
I can't right now,
Yeah.
but I will. Unless Torian wants
I
to take
do.
it over,
I mean,
go for it.
Go,
No,
Torian.
see, Jason Tatum on our teams that we've built can disappear because we built players around him that can still take over. Now, yeah,
Why
if
have a
Jason
guy
Tatum
who can
has to do it
disappear?
on his, because it's going to happen. Not everybody disappears at some point. Everybody
Nope.
has a bad day. Yeah. Name one player in history that just goes out there and is 100% all the time. Doesn't have one bad day.
Tyler knows a guy. He loves him.
That-
LeBron.
But no, Jason Tatum even has 3 points, 38.3% for his career. I mean, that's not bad for a small forward. I mean,
No, it's not. But when you're a guy who shoots a lot and doesn't finish at the hole well, you need to be shooting better. You need to be. And I'm saying, and everyone does disappear. To answer your question, you are correct. Not everybody has a great game, but he is not the superstar type that dominates when he needs to. He just doesn't. Like, if anybody watched Celtics game, I think we even talked about this before, Ryan, one time. Like, there'll be times where in the whole second half, you're like, "Where's Tatum? Where even is he on the floor?" So, anyways, keep going.
He's on the bench resting.
You would think so.
H2O in, man.
Yeah. When you have 3 for 17, 6 for 18, you know what? I don't know. And just his style of play sometimes it kind of irritated me in the playoffs when he was just trying to draw fouls and throwing up his arms and acting. And listen, he's not the only one in the NBA that does it. But
I'm gonna say that's the league now.
That's everybody nowadays.
Yeah.
He's only 24 years old.
Yeah, I agree.
It's not over. So when we're like, yes, I agree with what you're saying right now, what's going on with him right now. But when we're trying to think of, I'm basing a team and where's he going to be in the next 5 years, maybe even more, I don't see this trait still training. I see him coming up.
Okay. Agree to disagree. Let's go to the winning team.
We'll see about this.
Losing team?
Okay. This is Steven's team. That's me. The man, the myth, the legend. We are going to start out with little Trae Young at point guard. Okay. I don't have any ill will towards anybody that picked Ja Morant in this spot. Trae Young was more of for the team I built, I needed Trae Young at point. If that makes sense. So Ja's a stud. Love watching Ja, but Trae Young, he's a beast. I mean, he has learned to pass the ball. He's averaging almost 10 assists a game now. He's getting a little more efficient. Early in his career, he used to just jack up threes like everywhere, and it was kind of ugly. He was almost 40% from 3-ball range, averaging almost 10 assists. He was actually running a team. Can he play defense? I mean, no, he's tiny. I don't think any of us have a point guard that plays D. So, well, let's see. Maybe Ryan later. But so shooting guard. What in the heck is wrong with you people? Are you freaking kidding me? Luka Doncic. I'm not even a huge Luka fan. This is Luka Doncic. He's one of the top players in the entire NBA, and I don't even mean age-wise. I just mean if you take everybody. This guy is a beast. Let me just say something real quick. Here's his assists the last 3 years. This is how solid and consistent he is. Per game, the last 3 years, assists 8.8, 8.6, 8.7. That's the last 3 years, okay? Rebounds 9.4, 8, 9.1. This is a guard who freaking rebounds too. I don't think anyone knows that. And then points 28, 27, 28. Have you seen more consistent numbers in 3 years? And I think one of those 3 years he was like a teenager. I mean, this guy is young. He's a stud. Everyone knows it, but Tyler and Torian. Move on. Next, small forward. Again, are you guys on something? Jason Tatum over Zion. Listen, he got hurt last year, okay? Who cares? He's healthy now. That's what we're basing this off of. He could be known as a top 3 NBA player for the next decade. This guy has more athleticism than anybody in the NBA right now, only because LeBron's old. Got it? He attacks the rim, and he even said in an interview he wants to put people through the rim. That's his goal when he attacks it. He is unbelievable in that regard. When he did play, he was averaging 27 and 7 when he was playing off and on 2 years ago. We played actually 61 games that year. So Zion is a beast, and the Pelicans are something. We'll talk about that later. Giannis, we've all talked about Giannis. He's just a stud. He takes 3 steps, he's across the court. He's the man. Center, Joel Embiid. Listen, Jokic is a stud. I just can't have anybody that looks like Jokic on my team. It's just not a good look. So we're going to go Embiid just for the intimidation factor. I mean, I can't unsee his kid picture. Also, that was I just can't unsee it. So I think he's a guy who just downs a bunch of Oreos before the game and then dominates. I don't know how he does it. He just does it. But Embiid is better defensively than Jokic, and that's huge because we need a little defense on my team, I think all of us need some defense. Embiid is better defensively. He's a 37% 3-ball shooter. I mean, this team gets up and go. Just imagine Trae Young and Luka Doncic running the court when you have Zion and Giannis with you. Are you freaking kidding me? That is transition all the time. That is legit. 6th man. Okay, Anthony Edwards. I'm telling you right now, Do not forget this moment. Anthony Edwards is a superstar. He was a rookie last year. What did this rookie do in his first playoff game? What would all of us do if we were 21 playing in a playoff game? We would crap ourselves. He scored 36. Not a big deal. Just a decent game.
Just
He was very good. He is also a top 5 rim attacker. That guy attacks the rim, and it is exciting to watch. That team is going to be exciting to watch. He's a stud. He's not even close to his potential yet. That's at 21 years old. Not even close. There's not much to say about my team, but we'll go to you guys anyway. Tyler, what do you think?
Zion. Yes, you're absolutely right. He is a freak of an athlete, but there are serious concerns of him and how aggressive he is, and there are concerns about his knees because when the way he goes and he jumps above the backboard, we all know it. But he doesn't land correctly. An injury's gonna happen. I just feel he's injury prone. I fear for it. I don't want to see it because he is exciting to watch. He is a freak of an athlete. But I've listened to other radio shows talk about it, and they are concerned because it's a thing that when he jumps up and lands, he's not landing properly. His knees are locking. He's buckling, and it's a thing that I think I'm concerned about. That is why I wouldn't want him on my team.
Okay, first of all, you're wrong. And second of all, let me just answer that real quick. He's landing wrong because he's coming down from the ceiling. Because he's so freaking high.
That doesn't change from the fact that he's still going to blow a knee out.
I just wanted to explain why, though. Okay.
No, I get it.
Anything else?
Trae Young, that was the guy I was going back and forth with. You can't go wrong with that. I was going him and Han back and forth with Ja.
They're studs.
You can't go wrong with there. I know. Yeah, Luka is also another stud. For some reason, I just I lean towards Devin. I just see Devin taking another leap here, going over Luka. You can't go wrong with him either way. I'm not my.
Hold on. Ryan, take it away, please. He just said
I feel like you had something to say there, Steven.
No, it's more dumbfounded. That's all. Ryan,
dumbfounded.
Ryan, do you think Booker is better than Doncic?
No.
I didn't say it wasn't.
I can't.
No. Okay. No, there's no way he is. Anyways, did you have anything else, Tyler?
I just the way I'm not dogging Luka. I'm just saying I think Devin fits my lineup better than Luka.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And real quick, just to answer the Trae Young part over Ja, I almost put Ja in there. And just imagine that lineup in transition when you have Ja, Zion, Giannis, Embiid. I was making like an all transition team, and then I realized, I think I need some shooters, so I put Trae Young over Ja. That was my thought. Could be wrong, could be right. Go ahead.
You need Jokic down there getting the board because he can pass. He can make a dime going across the court.
Yep. Jokic is a stud passer. I will give him that.
That's why I went with Jokic. And then if you got Giannis and Booker and Ja running down court.
Yeah, I want to finish at the rim. If you can't tell. And actually, some of these guys can take off from the 3-point line and still dunk. So that was my goal. Did you have anything else, Ryan?
The Zion thing. I agree with Tyler there.
You're both idiots. Okay.
The New Orleans Pelicans, not even a fantasy realm, weren't totally sold on wanting to give him a max deal and did special things in his contract. They ended up finally doing it, but there was some concerns. And I think he was over 300 pounds. But yes, because they had to. Who else is going to go to the Pelicans? Is anybody else going to go to the Pelicans? No, they had to lock somebody up. So that's that.
Oh, he's just a somebody now. He's just a somebody.
He's not a somebody. He is special, but he has to be special. He has to be on the team and on the court to be special. From the sidelines, just watching and eating some popcorn is not going to work. Plus, with your team, hold on. No, it is my turn right now. You like talking. It's my turn for once. So, Zion, also, he's an okay shooter. Where's your 3-point shooters? Yes, you have Trae Young, 1 3-point shooter. Luka can hit some threes.
That Luka shoots. You think Luka can hit 36%? He can still hit threes. He's okay. How about Embiid? Almost 40%. Anything else?
1 second. Still my turn. Wowzers. Yes, Luka can do it. Luka's your shooter and Trae Young's your shooter. That's it. Everyone else is going to...
Embiid!
Oh, come.
Are
Yes, he
you
can
on
shoot.
something? He shot better percentage than Luca.
Yes, he can shoot, but you got a whole bunch of people that can attack. You need another guy that can space the floor and shoot, and your Zion thing
3
can't do it.
shooters is not enough. Would you like 5?
Yes, you need 5.
Oh,
And
okay.
Trae
I'm
Young,
sorry.
too
I'm
small.
sorry.
When you're playing against, if you're going to play against special teams and everyone gets their own starting 5 and superstars everywhere around the league, you got to have people that can play defense, and Trae Young just can't. So that's mine. Torian, what do you got? Unless, hey, wait,
No,
time out.
real quick.
Go ahead
No.
and bash it. Rebuttal it. I dare you.
Yeah, no. First of all, I have 3 shooters. I'm fine with 3 shooters when the rest of them attack the rim like a mother and can shoot free throws. Who cares? It doesn't matter. Embiid is a great shooter, and Trae Young is small, but all these point guards are small, and none of them play D. I don't really care. I'm getting Trae Young because he shoots and he can assist like a mother. So him or Jaw, I'm good with, but Jaw's tiny too. Like, name huge point guards that are actually legitimate offensive players.
Don't worry, one's coming. You guys left him out.
Okay. Yeah, and he's a great shooter. I can't wait to see how many shooters you have because you just dogged on my shooters. Torian, go for it.
It's solid back to Zion, man. He's gonna do one amazing dunk, and his leg's just gonna snap.
Hold on. If the only issue that everyone has on my team is Zion's health, I freaking nailed it. Thank you.
That's not my issue. But you raved about Zion as if he was just like a godsend to your team. He came into the league. He came in last season weighing like 300 bills. That's big.
He's not now. He's
He's
not
alignment.
now. Do you understand how old he is? No, listen.
You don't.
No.
Stop eating Twinkies.
Listen. First of all, are Twinkies still a thing?
Yes. And deep fried, they're pretty good.
I was going to say,
how
yeah,
many
deep
seasons-
fried Twinkie, though.
How many full seasons has Zion gone through?
He's 22 years old. Do we all understand that? You guys act like he is injury prone for the rest of his life.
And
That's
so
what you
is
guys are acting.
Joel Embiid. The process is also injury prone. You've just lost 2 people because they can't stay on the court for an entire
Joel
season.
Embiid came second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. What are you talking
Doesn't matter
about?
that
means he's on the court. Does that not mean he's on the court? Am I wrong?
He's injury prone. He's just as injury prone as Zion.
Everybody's
Because
injury
his
prone.
first 4 seasons, he stepped on and played 4 games, maybe. Like,
you know who else was injury prone? Keenan Allen in the NFL. Remember him? He got hurt every single year for 3 years in a row, and then became a stud. Zion doesn't. He didn't get hurt for the next 20 years. He is 22. Some people enter the NBA at this age. Like,
yeah, I know.
No. Thank you. I'm right. I'm right, like always. Okay. Thank you. So I nailed it. Everyone's jealous of Zion. Everyone loves Zion. I know you do. We are gonna move on to Ryan's team.
Thank you.
I can't wait for this.
Wow, that was a lot of waiting. Gosh, had to wait for your guys' non-defensive teams. Here we go. We're gonna go with DeJounte Murray at point guard. Tall, long, athletic, can play defense. He almost averaged a triple-double last season for playing with the Spurs team. So I'm going DeJounte Murray there to lock up as far as a defensive player. Shooting guard, Luka Doncic. You are right. He's the man. He's the future of this league. I don't like completely saying it because I'm not a huge fan of his play style, but he's amazing. I'm going there. Jason Tatum, yes, over Zion because of injuries, obviously. Tatum can hit threes. He is streaky, so he can go off and hit like 6 out of 8, but then have a 2 out of 8 game. So concern there. Concern for some turnovers every once in a while when he's trying to dribble too much. But if you got Murray and Luka dribbling the ball, Jason doesn't have to worry about that. Golden there. And if I'm right, and I'm pretty sure I am, isn't he the one that kind of locked up KD in the Celtics Nets first round playoff where they knocked out the Nets in 4 games?
Jaylen Brown helped a lot. Jaylen Brown is a stud defensively.
They played team defense, but Tatum took on that task and locked down maybe one of the best
and
scorers.
Marcus Smart, the top 3 guard. Don't give this all to Tatum. Don't generalize.
Okay.
Keep going.
It wasn't just Tatum, but I think Tatum had a big part of it, and I think he can play some defense. Power forward, Greek freak. That's an easy one. Going center, Joel Embiid. I'm with you. I like Jokic or the Joker as well, too. But Embiid, just a little bit more athleticism. Can shoot, can do everything that we need to do. He's coming second. He's kind of gotten over the injury bug a little bit that Torian was talking about, so I'm sitting pretty there. And then for the 6th man, we're going to bring in Ja Morant. hard to choose here. There's so many different guys that you can go with, but I'm just going with Ja. He just seems so special, young, talented. Like Tyler was saying, his points has increased as years have gone on. So really excited about that one. That's my 4, or that's my starting 5.
4. I
I
mean,
don't know
it's
why I
like
said
4
4.
because no, you said 4 because Tatum will disappear sometimes, and it'll
Oh,
seem like
geez.
4. Thank
It's
you.
fine when you have that lineup. You can disappear.
And then Zion's gonna disappear too.
Okay,
Onto
yeah,
the
yeah,
bench.
because he's on the in the ceiling because he jumps so friggin' high. All right, who wants to go first? Tyler, go for it.
Honestly, this one. His is pretty. I would, if I had to pick one that's out of it, I'd pick Ryan's list over mine. DeJounte, I don't know why his didn't even cross my mind. That is a good call. Thinking of the defense, the only issue with him that he can't shoot.
No.
He's not a shooter.
No,
It's just not gonna
wait to
happen.
get
He's not an
there.
offense player. But if that's all based off of what type of scheme you're trying to run, of what type of team you want to run. If you're looking to kind of D up and get down the court and go down and score and be athletic, I can see that. Really. I mean, we had a real similar team. I can't really dog it. I mean, Luka, like I said, I just didn't see him fitting with my team as well. Ryan already said it too. I don't like his playing style. He just didn't make my cut.
He's just the future of the league. It's okay.
No, that's Tatum.
No.
Oh my! Oh,
I can't go there. I'm with
oh,
Steven there.
I already called it.
You said it.
Him and Giannis are going to be the face of this league in the next 5 years. It's going to be him and Giannis.
And
don't,
Luka,
Giannis, maybe.
it's already Luka.
I don't know if Tatum's the best player on his team. Go, Torian.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, with the lineups we got, can Embiid? Is he a man in the center? Like, or is he still afraid to be big?
Here we go.
He can get down there and use his body.
Yeah, no, he's gotten better in his career. Yeah, he's better defensively.
Okay, I knew for a while there he played like he was tiny, and it made no sense for how big he was, and so that always threw me off. But I mean, as far as the rest of the lineup, it's pretty solid. DeJounte's just the defensive stalwart, so he'll shut down most point guards. So it's just when you need him to do anything offensively, you're back to the Ben Simmons aspect of like, okay, you're one side of the court, and I need you on both type of thing. That's my big thing with DeJounte.
Yes. Okay.
So, yeah.
Is it my turn yet?
Yes,
I've
go ahead.
already got them on my side and me,
Right.
so it doesn't matter what you say. I already got 3-1, so I'm good with it. It's whatever.
Oh yeah, but they don't know anything. Listen, DeJounte Murray is a good player. He gets triple doubles. He did because he played, I think, every minute, and his team was awful last year. But DeJounte is good. I know he's good. You were getting on me about shooting and scoring. You, by far, out of all of us, have the worst offensive team. That's a fact. Torian and Tyler they have to agree with that. There is no way when Tatum has one of his 3 for 20 games, because you know it's coming, and DeJounte can't shoot. Are you kidding me? You're just relying on Giannis getting to the hole and only Luka? That's not even close. Like, where are you going to get the points to keep up with all of our lineups? No, I'm going to be honest. All of our lineups. DeJounte is not going to stop superstars on every possession. He's not going to do it, and he's going to have to. It is that I just don't see where your scoring's coming from at all. Compared to our teams. No, compared to our teams, we all got the Embiids and Giannis. So when you have the Tatum and DeJounte Murray, and Tatum's going to throw up a 3 for 20 clunker every once in a while, and then you just count on Luka. It's literally the Luka show, and that's it. Anyways,
Luka and
that's what I
Giannis
got.
carry their teams already because they're the only 2 real superstars in their team when everybody else has superstars, and they're doing just fine.
We all have Giannis. That doesn't matter. We all have Giannis. I'm comparing the other guys.
Luka.
Well, that's because they're not very bright. But
whoa.
Tyler and Torian, do we agree that his team offensively is the 4th best?
It's offensively, it is the worst by far because your team can attack the hole to some degree, but I mean, DeJounte's not going to stop Steph every time off ball screen, hit the 3. Steph will walk past half court and go, you know what, just for fun, let me see if I can make it.
That's true.
Murray's going to get his on him.
And Trae Young can do the same thing. And by the way, defense in the NBA nowadays with all the screens and everything, DeJounte may end up on a freaking center. Like, you don't know. You can easily, if it's just the one guy that he's not going to stop all 5 superstars.
Okay,
he's going to
so
play some good D.
Do you want Young on Embiid or Joker, or Trae Young, because that's who you guys went with. I'd much rather have Murray if I got a chance. He's at least bigger, stronger, and can kind of take on that defensive role if there's a switch.
Yeah, so what you don't
So-
understand, people like Steph Curry and Trae Young will just shoot over him. They won't care. They'll just shoot over him, or they'll just take one screen and they'll hit a three because their release is the quickest. I mean, both of them, Steph and Trae Young, their release is so quick. So I just don't think. I think offensively you wouldn't be able to keep up. Defensively, you might have some good possessions, but then have some problems on offense. Tyler, thoughts?
I mean, I agree. But my problem, in any sport, defense is the key thing for me. I'm always going to go for having a better defense. And that was exactly why I picked Ryan's team right there, to think that defense wins you championships. That's
Does
as
it?
simple
Does
as
it
that.
really though?
I believe so, absolutely.
Okay.
It used to.
Yeah.
Still does.
Yeah,
Warriors
used
play
to.
defense.
Yeah, you can't say the
But the
Warriors that
Warriors
won that.
also
That wasn't because of their defense. They were all flying and moving that ball. That was a good.
Wait a second, Torian, you go.
No, the Splash Brothers dominated because they're the Splash Brothers. I'm gonna just shoot a three. Clay's gonna lock down whoever he needs to lock down, and then we're gonna go get a quick transition three. That's what they did, and that's what they keep doing.
What did you what
So
was
no.
you saying right there? Clay's gonna do lockdown.
Actually,
He's playing defense.
Clay wasn't even that locked down last year. I'm gonna be honest. I saw him in the playoffs. He
but his
wasn't the same
statement-
player.
His statement kind of contradict himself there.
No,
No, but
defense
no.
didn't
What?
win. No, they could still, even with Clay playing half defense, they could all still shoot threes. Clay could disappear on defense and then turn around and hit a corner three. I watched Clay legitimately maybe had 7 dribbles in one game and buried 13 threes. 7 dribbles in one game. 7 dribbles. Bounced the ball off the court 7 times total and had 30 points. There's
Agreed.
no
If
defense
you
involved
ask-
in that.
If
but
you ask 100 NBA fans, why did the Warriors win the title? How many say defense?
Oh, not many. I'm just saying they do know how to play defense.
Yeah.
You have to play some defense, yes, but I think superstars are so good offensively that changing not getting all the offense just so you get one guy on defense. It's not gonna do much. But so, anyways, I won. That's obvious.
We'll see.
That
We'll
was-
figure out a way
that-
to make this come true.
No. Yeah, we'll have to do it. Maybe some NBA 2K or something. So, anyways, that was fun. We're gonna go over. That was a long conversation, but it was good. Leave a comment and let me know how good I did. So, we're gonna go sleeper surprise teams now. I'll start out. I did mention the Cavs in another video, and so I won't talk too much about them, but they are legit. I mean, they are young. They got Donovan Mitchell. They're a good team. But my other sleeper team, I got 2 other ones. The T-Wolves. They added Gobert. They struggled defensively and rebounding, and that's all he does. He averages like 15 boards a game, and we all know defensively, he's the defensive player of the year 2-3 times. I don't even know any. You throw that with Anthony Edwards, who I just mentioned is an absolute superstar. Anthony Towns is a star. They got a young guy in Jaden McDaniels, who's from this area, and D'Angelo Russell. I mean, there's no just true weaknesses except for maybe their depth. But I think they're a good sleeper team. Another one, Pelicans. Oh, the Pelicans. Zion needs to stay healthy. Am I right, guys?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Glad you got that figured out.
They got CJ McCollum in the middle last year. He now has a whole offseason with this team. He can score. We all know that. We've seen him play in Portland. Brandon Ingram is becoming a superstar in this league, or at least a star in this league. He's a stud. He was an all-star. You got Valanciunas, who can score. I like Jackson Hayes off the bench. This is a young and hungry team, and if Zion can stay healthy, you got to watch out because they put a fear in the Phoenix Suns last year in a long series. So those are my sleeper surprise teams. Tyler, what do you think?
I'm not proud of this, but I think I'm gonna have to agree with you.
Good.
Ooh,
That's
he
it.
got
I
a win.
Mine. I definitely T-Wolves were my first ones to say they're going to be the sleeper team.
Nice.
You nailed it. I didn't speak of him when he was on your 6-man spot, but yeah, that Anthony Edwards dude he's on the upcoming. He's gonna be special. That guy he's a stud, absolute stud. Gonna be a freak. And then I agreed also. I mean, go back to T-Wolves, upgrade their defense. You throw in that. Gobert can't really score. He's not doing anything there, but you just put that presence underneath the hoop, and it's already takes it away. So just to add that going into it, yeah, definitely my number one sleeper team. The other one was going to be the Cleveland Cavaliers, putting Donovan Mitchell on there. What a young athletic team that is, though. all
Yeah.
real young, and then you get Kevin Love, who's not that Kevin Love he used to be, but he's experienced and you can kind of teach them on the way, of how to get good and what not to do type stuff. So that's why I went with the Cavaliers. I'm rooting for Donovan Mitchell though. I really want him to start to break out. I like the way he plays and his aggressiveness.
He's already broken out, by the way. But I
I
agree.
think there's more to him.
There could be, yeah. And on this team, it might open it up. Yeah, those are great teams because they're the same as mine. You nailed it. Tyler nailed it. All right, Torian, sleeper surprise teams. What do we got?
I got the Knicks. They're a young team. Like I guess you guys might have already talked about, but there's a lot of young players, and they're all pretty explosive players. They're not just your humdrum guys. They can all move, shoot. I mean, R.J. Barrett, Cam Reddish, they're becoming amazing players. So, and then I have the Hawks. The Hawks just got DeJounte Murray and they have them with Trae Young. And so you have your defense and your offense in that same capacity. And I mean, Trae's been carrying that team through win after win. And now you have somebody that can actually do something on the other side of the court and go, okay, you're not going to score every possession. It'll definitely push the Hawks to a whole nother playing field.
I feel like you and Ryan are on the same page, and me and Tyler are on the same page. It's funny because I know Ryan's teams. Real quick on that, it's not bad. What was your first team again? I got dad.
The Knicks.
That's terrible. No, that's horrendous. What seed were they last year? Because when I did
nine.
No, when I did a list, I only had top 10 and I didn't see them, so I lost them somewhere. But they suck. Okay. They added nobody except Jalen Brunson, and they were like an 11 or 12 seed last. I don't even understand. I know they're going to get better. They may make the play-in tourney. They have nothing. Julius Randle reminds me of Zach Randolph. He can't jump over a credit card, and he struggled last year. The year before, he did play well. But anyways, that's my thought. That's my 2 cents. I know Ryan likes them too, so we should have a little contest on who finishes better, T-Wolves or the Knicks or something like that. But
Knicks don't got a chance. Not in my eyes.
Yeah.
You just got bad luck.
Yeah. No, me and Tyler obviously watch more basketball. Okay, Ryan, go for it.
Yeah, I already talked about it in our previous video. I'm still going to stick with my 2 teams. Portland Trailblazers right here. Love their pickup in Grant. Hoping Nazir Little does a little bit more than he has been. Damian Lillard going down made Anthony Simons step up and really develop as a player. He's turning into a nice young player in this league. And then you still got Damian Lillard. So I think their record increases and they have a pretty good season this year and make the playoffs through a play-in tournament game. And then like Torian, sticking with the New York Knicks. So here's the thing. Nice job, you guys up top, on picking teams that are expected to already be good. Like those teams are already in the playoffs.
But they haven't shown it yet.
But they're already good. We had this debate already. The Knicks were terrible last year, so they're sleeping. They're a bad team. Not no more.
No.
Didn't they make the playoffs last season? The season before that?
The Knicks the year before that were the 4 seed. The 4 seed.
So
it's
they
the same roster. So don't even come with that. Okay. And these are guys on our teams. They're like 21-year-olds who haven't proven anything yet. Other than that, they're good, but they haven't won yet.
Prove anything? He's never on the court.
Oh my goodness. Keep going, Ryan.
So yes, still with the Knicks. Believe in them in the sleeper team. Once again, making the play-in tournament and making the playoffs. So let's get to our next one because we can sit here and debate the Knicks the entire time.
Real quick, I actually have a question. The Blazers, where do you think they actually finish? Like, what is like their ceiling?
Their ceiling? They'll probably
if everything goes right.
If everything goes right, I think getting bounced in the first round in the playoffs, not the play-in tournament, but the playoffs would be a big improvement for their team. Nice,
good sleeper team. No playoff series wins. Awesome. Okay, NBA championship picks. Here we go. Let's finish it up. Let's finish this up. This is a long video, but it's fun. Stay tuned. This is good stuff. Okay, NBA championship picks. I'm going to go. I picked the Bucks our last video. When they're healthy, they're awesome. They're big 3. They got to stay healthy. Middleton went down last year. They're legit. They play D. They pack the paint like we talked about. They force you to shoot threes, and they shoot a lot of threes with Connaughton off the bench, Bobby Portis. They are loaded. Another team I talked about was the Nuggets. they're loaded because Jamal Murray's coming back. And we talked about this last time. When Jamal Murray was healthy last time, it was in the bubble during a COVID playoffs, and he freaking dominated. I mean, he was the bubble MVP. They haven't had him in a while. Throw those in with Porter, and they're going to be good. And then the Warriors, because you just can't count out the Warriors. They didn't lose that much. They're gaining Wiseman because he didn't play last year. And I just think they're awesome. Steph Curry's my man. He's a stud. And those are my 3 NBA championship picks. Let's go to Tyler.
My first one I'm gonna go with is I got the Brooklyn Nets. I'm telling you, I'm seeing Ben Simmons showing up on that field and being like the old Ben Simmons he was, playing, locking up that defense, running down court, dishing the ball out, getting back to his athletic ways. Kyrie Irving, he has to. He's his end of his contract. If he wants his money, if he wants to get something, he has to do something this year. He can't go sit around and not show up. So I see him showing up, and he gets on the court, he's going to play. That guy doesn't slack off when he's on the court. And then you got one of the best offensive players ever playing the game in Kevin Durant. I mean, how can you not want to say this team is favored if everything lines up? Obviously, there's the drama issues, and hopefully everyone stays healthy. But if we're going with all that stuff free and clear, I can't see anyone taking them out. Besides, possibly, this is also, I got a bold prediction to go along with this one.
Oh boy!
I am seeing.
Don't you say it! Don't you say the don't say the Lakers! Please don't say the Lakers.
They're gonna come together, have some chemistry. Anthony Davis gonna be healthy. Westbrook he's gonna break out. He's gonna get with this team. They're gonna have chemistry, and they're gonna start playing some good ball. And LeBron's shooting to also get that scoring title from Kareem. He's gonna get that and a chip this season. How's that?
I'm done.
Yeah, no, I'm done too. Yeah. Some viewers may have thought I was frozen. No, I was stunned. That's what happened.
You're talking about a bold prediction. That is one right there, fellas. That's a bold
prediction. Right, is supposed to be bold. You're right. Ryan? You want to take it away on that one real quick?
I
couldn't expect anything less from that LeBron guy right over there.
No, so
I still have a Cavaliers jersey.
So this is the guy. Listen, this guy over here with his hair and his sunglasses. This is the guy that didn't like my team because Zion gets hurt a lot, and he goes with an almost 40-year-old LeBron and the softest 7-footer to ever play in the NBA, and Anthony Davis.
Okay,
and says they're going to win a title. And by the way, there's really no one else on the roster. I'm not missing anybody.
MVP. If they had a good season and a winning season, was he not going to be MVP of the league? Still at 36, 37. LeBron.
LeBron's good. I'm saying injury-wise, do you think he can stay healthy at that age?
I think he can.
Because you don't think Zion can at 22, so I just want to make sure that you think LeBron, who was out for most of the year last year. Will stay healthy. Anthony Davis is the one you got to worry about, honestly.
Yeah, that's the big one. Yeah.
If he stays healthy and he's on the court, and you got those two on the court, Westbrook gets his stuff figured out, and he starts to look a little bit more like old Westbrook. Quit trying to shoot 3 balls and just attack the hoop.
That is never happening. I'm telling you right now. He doesn't know how.
No.
He's in his own thing. He doesn't even go to team huddles in the by the free throw line. He just stands over there and lets the 4 guys talk, and he sits at the free throw line.
I agree. I think they were talking about having Russ come off the bench, which might be a good idea. It's like a 6-man running that. Because you can't have Russ with those two. But I think Anthony is it just me or does yeah, that was a good pickup, Beverly. I mean, it's not like I'm going to win a title pickup, but does anybody else think that AD is really soft, or is that just me? I feel like he averages 2 rebounds a game.
He's a baby. He's a big old.
You say Embiid's a baby, and Embiid's not even on your top 10 list. So I don't want to hear what you guys say.
Well, because Embiid at one point played soft for a big man. He played soft, but Anthony Davis is even worse. Anthony Davis wants to stay out at the 3. He doesn't want to go into the paint. He just doesn't want to do it.
Yep, and we talked about that last video. It's because he used to be a guard because he wasn't this tall, and he played guard growing up, and he still thinks he's a guard. So, and by the way, has he shaved the eyebrows? Do we know, or is it still 1? Is it still a unibrow? I don't know. 1. Anyways,
I think it's still 1. He's not getting rid.
Anyways, real quick question. Don't even give a reason. Just answer what I'm about to say. Tyler, who finishes better, the Knicks or the Lakers? In the season.
in the regular season, with both
Yeah.
making the playoffs.
I mean, just whatever. Who do you think has a better record?
I'm going to say the Clippers probably have a better record, but they're going to get
No,
taken
no,
out.
Lakers
Lakers?
or Knicks. Lakers or Knicks.
Knicks. No, Lakers. Knicks
Yeah,
are
thank you. Torian.
gross.
Knicks.
You
Ryan.
are
Knicks.
high.
Okay, good.
Both
I'm glad,
of you.
I just wanted to compare two teams that won't make the playoffs to see what everyone thought. Torian,
Hey, what's your answer?
you
Bo?
are.
Who do you got?
They both suck.
That's
and
no. Answer the
I
question.
think
Are the Lakers
no,
going to have a better record or the Knicks?
I actually think it's a good question. I would say if the Lakers stay healthy,
It's a big if.
I would go with the Lakers. No, if they stay healthy, it's the Lakers, in my opinion. Yeah.
Healthy Lakers. Anthony Davis staying healthy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Healthy.
Are they not
Healthy
making the
Lakers.
playoffs? Would they make the playoffs?
The Lakers, I
Yeah.
think, healthy in that conference will make a play-in tourney. If you really look at the top 4 or 5, it's a tough ask to beat some of those teams. So, but I think the ceiling might be like a 5-6 seed for the Lakers. That's the ceiling. I could be wrong. I love LeBron. I'm not doubting him. He's in his like 48th season. So, all right, let's go Torian championship pick.
I have the Nuggets. They're. I mean, you have the MVP on the team, and Jamal Murray does what he does when he comes up, when he shows up on the court. There's just hands down. I mean, between Jokic being to assist from the rebound to Murray, who can slash, who can shoot, lanky. It's not like he's an easy guard to defend. You know, they're a pretty well-rounded team. And then it was a toss-up between these two, between Boston and the Bucks. I mean, the Celtics have Tatum, but they have two defensive stalwarts in, Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown, both who can shoot, both who can slash. And then the Bucks, have Giannis, who, again, like you said, can clear the court in 2 steps. And if Chris Middleton's on fire that game, it's a wrap. It's done. He can hit from anywhere, create his own shot, step back, drive, post up. So it's a toss-up between those 3.
I like it. You're right. If Middleton's hot and they have some guys coming off the bench hitting threes, I don't think anybody can beat the Bucks. Like when they're rolling, there's nobody that can compete with them, in my opinion. So I like that. And the Celtics are loaded. They have a center who's a stud defender too. I mean, they're loaded defensively. Yeah, Ryan's not a big fan of the Celtics, but any thoughts on that, Ryan?
Thoughts? I don't think the Celtics are winning a championship. Or getting back.
Tell everyone the reason why.
Their head coach.
Oh, yeah, that matters
not
a
just
lot.
head coach. Like I said last time, they had an easy road, not easy road, but they got some luck going to the finals last year in the playoffs. And they're just going to struggle with the head coach thing. It's going to cause problems. And once problems start happening in Boston, that's going to cause issues in the team. And then whose team? Like they were almost at one point before last year, like who's going, Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown? We got to retool this. So I think last year was more of a fluke than what we're going to see moving forward for the Celtics.
Fluke. You don't think it was guys that were like turning 23 or 24 years old and getting better? It's a fluke at that age?
I think their coach helped a lot, and he's going to be missed. And now they got to deal with everything else. And that Boston media will be ruthless on them. And that's going to be the biggest factor.
Real quick, you love the Nets. I don't remember what happened when they played each other last year in the playoffs. Do you remember? Because apparently the fluky year led to a Celtics sweep, right?
Yep.
I don't remember. Okay, I just wasn't sure. I forgot. Sometimes you have bad brain. Okay. Yeah, Tyler, any thoughts on those picks? Celtics and who else was the other team? See, dead brain.
I had the Nuggets and the Bucks.
Nuggets. Nuggets.
Nuggets is a good pick. Absolutely. Jamal Murray coming back, being healthy, is definitely going to help out. I mean, and you can't knock him out. I mean, back-to-back MVP winner on your team and Jokic. It's a good pick. As much as I've been ranting and saying Tatum's a man, they're still going to be involved in it. But I kind of agree with Ryan with once when things start to go bad, that media in Boston is absolutely relentless. They will chew you up and spit you out over and over again. And that takes a toll on some guys. So if they start having a little bit of a rough patch, it's not going to end well.
Yeah, No, I agree. I agree with
Yeah.
that. And they probably will have a rough patch. Listen, when you play into the finals, which in the NBA is like into June, which is like 2-3 months before the season starts again, that does hurt. And that part of it makes me think they will struggle at the beginning of the year. They'll get it going, but just like all losers of Super Bowls and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, let's end it. Ryan, NBA championship picks. What do we got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go stick with my Brooklyn Nets. Gotta just avoid the drama. They got the weapons, they got the tools, they got a guy that can play defense in Ben Simmons. As long as the drama, the mental health, the injuries, all of that, I think they're a team to be reckoned with and team to that's gonna win the championship. And then I can't go your Bucks. That was one of the bets I want to do. I already knew you kind of had them. The Bucks are solid. Giannis is amazing. You can't go wrong with the Milwaukee Bucks. They're just playing great basketball. They play defense. They shoot threes. Giannis attacks the hoop. Just a great team. So those are two I'm going with for the championship.
Agree. 2 questions. One for you, Ryan. One for you, Tyler. Ryan first. You're worried about the Celtics media and the drama, and then you picked the Nets to win the title. Let me finish. If I had to name the top 5 players with the most drama connected to them, 3 of them are on the Nets. Just so we're clear. The Ben
I
Simmons,
can't answer.
Kyrie, and KD. Okay, go.
I can't answer. And we talked about it. Winning solves all of that. If they come out, start winning right away, it avoids it. But you're right. If they start losing, say they're 2-15 or like 2-11, oh gosh, it's over. There's no chance of coming back. They got to start hot. And with their team and with how things are looking, I'm thinking they will. And that's my hope. So going with the Nets with that way.
Okay, fair enough.
And
Tyler.
I said it in mine too. I mean, that is clearly the number one thing. They got to be drama free and coming in healthy. And that I made that in my statement, understanding that it is a possibility of that happening, and that will ruin the season.
Correct. And I think, and maybe you guys agree with me, I think the Nets more than any other team, they need to start out well. I think that first month or two of the season, they need to show they can all stay healthy, not lose their minds with reporters, all that kind of stuff. If they start out, like 15-3 and they're just rolling, then I can see that. But I think we'll know a lot more a month into the year.
I also don't think the Brooklyn media is as harsh as the Boston media when it comes for basketball. So I think that helps them some.
That's because Boston was spoiled with good teams.
Exactly.
Boston's been spoiled with great teams, where Brooklyn's always kind of had meh. But I mean, you got to look at Kyrie. He's constantly taking mental health days. Hitting, doing whatever he wants to do.
That's fine. Playoffs.
Durant gets hurt. What, the last 3-4 years he's been hurt somewhere, toe, hangnail. Like he takes off, and then you got Ben Simmons coming in, who is finally coming back after dealing with his stuff. He might be the only reliable one on the court, and he can't shoot to save his life. So,
no, I agree.
Jesus Christ, there's more to the basketball game than just shooting, right?
Not when it wins the game.
Oh my gosh! Just go hang out with Steph Curry and let him just shoot all dang day. Jesus, man.
I will. I could literally watch a Steph Curry video taking 100 threes in a row, and I could just stare at it, and I would just love it. I have to say something real quick to that. We haven't talked about what Torian just said, which is KD. His injury history, he's getting up there, and he's a twig. So just something to keep in mind. It's just one of many factors you have to keep in mind as a Nets fan. My last thing, real quick, Tyler. I heard a lot of Ben Simmons love today. Yep. So as we know, LeBron is exiting the league. Is he your next LeBron? Is he your bro, like your love, your crush? Is this your next guy?
There's a very good chance in it.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, ever since Ben came into the league, I was already all over. I was like, man, this he's exciting and fun to watch. Obviously, it's kind of on downhill a little bit these last couple seasons, but I'm hoping to see a big turnaround, and it's doable. I might buy his Ben Simmons jersey comes out.
Do it. I do think he is one of the smoothest basketball players there is, and one of the most unique players. Like, he could play power forward. He can do some things that nobody else can do. I mean, he is a stud. So I would never bash the guy. He needs to develop an average jump shot, in my opinion. Just like if he wants to take that next step, just an average. I forgot who we
even
talked
the
about
mid-range
last video. Yeah. Just pull up. Go buy somebody, which is easy for him, and just boom, pull up right before you hit, or floaters, or like his floater game isn't bad. He finished it at the rim, but
Yeah, he finished it
yeah,
at the
he
rim,
just
good.
needs to develop a shot a little bit.
Yep.
But he's still young too. I don't even know his age, but I know he's young.
He's 26.
Is he 26?
26.
Jeez, has he been in that long already? Holy
Wow.
cow!
That's right.
I thought he was younger than that. Yeah, that's crazy. All right. Wow. Take a deep breath.
Whew, we made it.
Woohoo! That was good stuff. That was a good debate. We're gonna have debates all year. Might even do some NFL debates. I don't know. This is fun. Thanks everyone for listening. That was awesome. Hit that subscribe button, that like button, and yeah, leave a comment on what you think on any of this. So we're excited. NBA season starts tomorrow, Tuesday, and we got 2 good games to start. So
Who's playing?
we got what, Sixers, Lakers? Am I right, Ryan?
No, yep.
Oh, we get to see if Anthony
No.
Davis can stay on the court.
No, sorry, no.
No, yeah.
Sixers and Sixers play the Celtics, and then
Yeah,
Lakers
and
at Warriors. That's a
Warriors,
terrible
Lakers
game.
and Warriors.
Yeah. The Warriors are 6-point favorites. I'm not sure why they're not 16-point favorites in that one. But yeah, Celtics Sixers is a good one. We're gonna know right off the jump if the Celtics have gotten rid of that hangover or not, because that's a good team, the Sixers. So yeah, that's where
Don't
we're
the
at.
Sixers have Harden now?
Yeah, they've
They
had
got
Harden,
Lester.
but he's turned into like a guy who just passes kind of and disappears sometimes, like Jason Tatum. But they're a good team though. I like Tyrese Maxey on the Sixers too. I do think they're a good team. Another video goes by, Ryan, and we barely talk about the Sixers. So second one, but they are good. So we're not saying they're not good.
They are a good team.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks for watching, everybody, and listening. I appreciate it. That was fun. Best bets video for the NFL coming out Friday morning, and we're gonna have lots of videos. This is a lot of fun. Appreciate it. Have a good one.